Suffered that gruesome injury toward the end of last season, making his first start back at home again. Here at Riggs, Tyler Trimnell up top, won a national title with Clemson back in 2023, scored 20 goals in his time with the Tigers, and we are ready to get things going. It is South Carolina and Clemson in the Palmetto series. Happy to have you with us this evening on ACC Network alongside Devin Kerr.
Bringing in the new ideas of transfers and how they've got their own opinion in football and getting them to buy into it.
Direct here off the goal kick. Flag stays down. There's no offsides on a goal kick, and Dama makes the save.
Clemson Tigers gets them in trouble. I mentioned communication earlier. Very uncharacteristic between that relationship of Floki and Lucas Magnuson. And I'll tell you, that's emotion and pressure right there against Tyler Trimnell. As the ball comes through, he's got to hit the target. That's
on the left side. He is a 23-year-old freshman from Italy, so a lot of age and experience to the Gamecocks. Push through. Santuari goes for goal. Save made by Vestier. Just fought it off awkwardly between his legs. Gian, magical in these moments. Ransford Gian playing it back post! Off the post and out!
As he starts to push in, though, you'll notice players drifting over towards him, and they're trying to put pressure, but again, the center back's dropping off. You got to step up in the space, and that's where...
Kept alive by Clemson. It's Gian. Ransford Gian feeding it ahead. Musa across all the way, so for Santuari. Santuari drives it into the stomach of Vestier. Trimnell. Overlap coming from Hobble. Uses it. Hobble tucks it inside. Cargill feeding it across. Chance here for South Carolina on the backside. Adi still loose in front. Settled by Trimnell. Saved by Andema. Now Yoshizawa wants to go.
It's the build here overall for me. What they were able to do, they got a little switch by Sammy Colby and Ethan Ballack. Good pressure by Remy Okunlola, the invert, to recognize where that...
In case you were wondering, Clemson has won the blood drive 21 times and 6 years in a row. Ransford Gian galloping ahead. Gian has a step. Ransford Gian in behind. Ransford Gian save made by Vestier. On the rebound, the volley, Vestier keeps it out. Yoshizawa looking through, almost a favorable bounce. Musa goes down, wants a penalty. Bench up in arms for Clemson. We'll see if they go back and take a look.
No chance. Really well done by the defender and Nielsen not to dive into that situation with Musa coming back over. It's a little bit flat-footed on his first touch, got a peek over his shoulder, but no contact at all. The second reason, as this ball starts to come forward, is the right center back, William Nielsen. Now what ends up happening is his first touch, he's flat-footed. It gets a little bit away from his body. And as he goes, he's reacting. Now the player in Musa is going to step in front. Watch him lean. Just starts leaning right into it. The arms create contact, but that's initiated by Musa and the player himself leaning in front of it. No chance that that's going to be to the spot.
And that's the call. The other problem you run, if in an alternate universe you went... Nice turn into space. Santuari feeds Yoshizawa. Playing it to Gian! This crowd was waiting to erupt, and Ransford Gian gives them the reason! Tigers ahead!
Oh, you were just talking about tendencies, the positioning in the midfield off a tad here again for South Carolina. Ted Cargill, and they don't play through quickly enough, and what it ends up doing is quickly, with speed, allowing the Clemson Tigers to step high and in a transitional moment put pressure on this back line once again. With all of the space available, stretch this back line.
Musa. John calling for him. Musa feeding it that way. Yoshizawa shrieking in. John lays it off. Yoshizawa still loose. Musa over the bar.
To say, you know what? I know what's best for us in this moment. First touch allows the pressure to come in. As he releases it, it forces the defender to drift to the far side, and that's why the space opens up in front of Yoshizawa. Credit for Stair coming off his line. He read it from a mile away. If he doesn't leave his...
Corner for the Gamecocks, whipped in, the header back post, it's just wide. Bigger got up and got his head to it. Out toward midfield. The countdown starts from 10 in the venue. And we're going to the break with Clemson up 1-0 in this latest edition of the Palmetto Series. And away we go in half number 2 with Devin Kerr. I'm Joe Malva. Happy to have you with us on the ACC Network. Clemson leads 1-0 into the second half. Sevian centering. Falls. Kelly has a hit. It's just wide. Oh, half the crowd was fooled here. Student section didn't get a great view of it at that far post. Nearly a second.
The overall decision making. That was the early ball that was released. That wasn't by their counterparts. And now you force a reaction. A little bit unfortunate on the sloppy.
It's a quick turnaround for Clemson this week, playing UAB, and then a big showdown that's going to be a top 10 showdown next week against Pitt. On the other side for South Carolina, they sort of ease more into their schedule against USC. Given away from the keeper, loose in front, just like that. A gift for Clemson, and they lead 2-0.
Cannot gift opportunities to this Clemson Tigers team. Got to make them work for it. And a present early on here in the second half. One of the more frustrating things for Tony Annan coming out of the Charleston game, felt like they were a little bit loose on the back line. They didn't have enough control, and they gave the ball away in too many unnecessary situations.
Navigate this 2-0 lead. Kelly,
great,
well read here. And it bounces through favorably. Flag stays down. Could be in behind here. Cut off by Magnuson. Something still on for the Gamecocks. Laid off. It's Hobble, and it deflects in. On the road back. Some fortune going their way. Mika Hobble.
Starts it and finishes it. The German, Mika Hobble. He's just got such a great IQ, and I respect his aggression here, jumping the route up high. It's the pressure that's initially going to take place on his understanding to read this route. The far side as they rotate back over right there. You know, they like rotation, his understanding to invert, but then to follow up the play. Well done there to slow the play up. DeJaney recognized.
That trio in again. It's the big three. Gian, Musa, and Yoshizawa all back out there for the Tigers to a big applause from the crowd. Sevian, Kelly, and Mane all come off. The expected kept alive here by the Gamecocks. Could be in. Chance to make it 2-2 over the bar. Well struck, but two teammates with palms stretched skyward, wondering why that ball wasn't squared across to just go absolutely bonkers. Ransford Gian could supply that here. It's Gian into the wall. Comes back, secondary effort, just fizzes wide. Not bad on the strike from Santuari. Gian thinking about it, feeds it through for Musa. Wahabu Musa under it. It could be in here. It's a 3-on-2 for the time being. Santuari. Duquesne. Overlapping Gian. Deflected, and it's saved. Oh, Vestier read the ricochet so well. Stuck with it. It keeps it 2-1.
Touch that comes from Santuari. Gian trying to actually move it outside. He cuts off the angle. He's a little bit tired here, Santuari. He's laboring because he's having to work so much defensively. If he drives right at the back line, creates more space on the outside, still able to get something up, certainly a quality strike from Yoshizawa. The recovery by Vestier, well done. It's got to reach back across the body, but a good.
Pressure closing in from the Tigers, and Clemson wins it. Daniel Bunk out wide to Musa. Back post run from Yoshizawa. Musa cuts in. Wahabu Musa still with it. Musa! Terrific individual effort. Clemson's lead is 2 again. Wahabu Musa.
starts and finishes with this front line. Everybody talks about the back line and defensively how you eliminate threats. This comes to the pressure put forth by the Tigers. You got to work if you want to play for Mike Noonan. And as they all come, organized for sure, but you force them into an uncomfortable situation. It's a little bit off in terms of the pass, but watch how quick the decision-making comes as you slice forward. Musa doesn't have the ability to play it square back across. Good defensive marking on the backside, and Ransford Gian actually got a little bit slow. So what is it? It's about individual capability.
Musa lays it off. John touches it along, still alive here. Edge of the area, blasted, deflected, off the post, still loose, and now in! Misei Yoshizawa, the beneficiary. You can put it in the books. Clemson taking it in the Palmetto series.
A staple of this Mike Noonan team year after year. Don't care about the players, don't care about the formation. It's pressure, and it's their ability to do it 1,000,000 miles an hour with ease of play, clinical in nature. The 50-50, once again, here we go. All the space. How quickly can you step into it? Who's willing? Dominance in college soccer by the Clemson Tigers.
Final whistle goes in the 54th edition of this Palmetto rivalry. Clemson, a 35th victory in the series, a commanding 4-1 win over the Gamecocks.